glass?
I'll bring it now. Speckles. Would make it like transparent or something?
I did, but in write text was issues when you look at certain things.
Yeah, I can imagine that does.
So I needed to stand that side of the background.
So that's going to take a lot of certain questions away, which is nice.
I'll try 5 minutes. I think we should be about ready.
Are you ready to grab the spot there?
There it's good.
One doesn't hear.
Oh god, it's not 10.
It's good to do that Phoenix.
Start. Wow. Do we have any more 1050 Ti's? No.
Is there none upstairs?
Still, they're just built on my street, maybe. Got a pallet 1050 Ti?
That would do it, as long as it's 1050 Ti.
Do you know amount of so much to use in the building? What's it supposed to be a?
How much is that?
say out? Yeah, I'm assuming I'll take it. Yeah. We're getting on Monday, that's the ship on Friday, and we need to get on the street. Yeah.
Some kind of music, please. Jump it.
That means we've got to go live sometime when you use it. The better lines and don't go like
I found one. That shoe. Speaking about on our last stream that we didn't need to do conversational topics in case it's down time to do questions.
Good idea.
Yeah, that's not funny.
You can a bit more back and forth with the guys that ordered it as well on this one, asking about like future upgrades and friendly cables for this and that. My camera slips at any point, I'm not looking in the right place, let me know. What's the angle like right now? I talked with Vlad and Jans about getting a better camera as well, one that doesn't have the watermark on it, so we can actually have the full resolution.
Oh yeah, I noticed that. I started thinking before, I was like, when did that happen? I was trying to get rid of it. It turned out it was zoomed in its whole time.
Yeah. I think we're also getting a room upstairs as well to stream in. Don't know if I've told you. For streaming, yeah. Get us out from down here.
What was this here? The glass room?
I'm not sure, to be honest. The conference room, I assume it'd be the little one.
Well, when did it say that?
Yesterday? I think I checked one, or the day before. Making all sorts of changes, changing the time and everything, so I'll stream now next time.
Okay, and do we have a mic? Is the mic on?
That's a good question.
Radu, test please. See you there.
I'm busy,
It takes the same amount of time as it does to change your Spotify playlist.
So you got a point.
This is very cool warehouse.
What's this case called, that computer?
yeah.
How about now?
I muted the computer, it might be on mute. Sounds
There
good.
we go.
Can't hear any buzzing.
And we are live.
Well, that might be our quickest setup ever.
Yeah, exactly.
Who's in the chat? Knows a box, I remember you.
We literally have two people right now.
It's a very intimate stream. Hey guys, how you doing?
Flocking very, very short bit.
You can close the test now, Radu. Thanks.
Please, really appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, literally very knows the books just here. Did anyone else not get the memo?
Great.
Maybe we should follow up for it that we are live.
We have to should probably wait for whoever would build the show up, right?
Just get going with Twitter.
Yeah. Did we give him a time?
I'm free.
Hopefully it'll turn up. Yeah, stream us on. We'll turn up when we finish the build already.
Yeah, that'd be pretty silly. Now we have 4 people.
Cool. Audience is growing.
Okay, I'm quite this tweet this
Do like a graphic kind of on the screen or something, just instead of the camera whilst it's rolling up. Pre-stream sort of thing.
Someone asked where is the T? There we go.
Where's the T?
Right here.
There.
We have FIFA 0 and 16. He was asking us to sub to him, ironically. We have another guy asking for Origin PC.
Great start. Great
Clearly
start.
on the wrong side of the planet. Okay. It's very, very quiet today. It's strangely quiet on the stream.
I know, we should have a good 10 people by now. Well, we didn't spend 15 minutes setting up the audio today, that's our problem.
Yeah, I think people just
People are
expect
missing
us to
the
be
audio
late.
setup and they're
Yeah.
hitting the mic and deafening people. It's all part of the experience.
It's like they're so used to us being late. It's like, no, we'll wait 20 minutes. We'll wait 20 minutes. It's almost as if we're not having a giveaway today.
Oh.
That has already received hundreds of retweets. Full system giveaway with ASUS and Corsair.
We're just here for the giveaways. How's the box? What's up? How you doing? How are you doing, Nasa? We're doing fine. Oh, Drake's here. I love your songs.
I hope it is that Drake. Please order a PC from us. Just a quick update, we've taken feedback from the prior streams and we have now added the system specification to the screen. So you guys don't have to keep asking.
Always
Can you
upgrading.
go to again?
Shield, that's should we message what the build it is?
Sorry.
Should we make like direct message where the build this is? Just try and get them in.
We didn't have them on YouTube.
Oh,
I
oh,
guess I would have taken care of that. There's not.
shout out for him. Can't really start that if you ordered it to be real honest with me.
Yeah, it seems a bit odd. Just a quick update for the chat. The build that we have here is inside the Project 7 tempered glass Pro case, requested by a customer. It's a revision to our existing Primal GS7 system, and we're waiting for the customer to come on the stream. He wants to see us building it.
Mm-hmm. And the RGB scale is a bit more impressive on this one than the last few. I think this is at least like a 6 or 7 out of 10 for the RGB.
Yeah, very much. We've removed the tempered glass right now for the purposes of the stream. Once it's built, finished, we'll put it back on. And you'll see how RGB is. Scale of 1 to 10, probably an 8. You say 7, I'll say 8.
We'll see at the end. Maybe, I think we'll get this one plugged in and turned on just so you guys can see all the RGB.
Yeah, most definitely. Okay, Drake wants to know, how do you guys feel about the crazy GPU prices lately? Ouch.
We're not liking them as much as you're not liking them, guys.
No one is liking them.
No. I think the only people liking this is GeForce and Nvidia and AMD at the moment.
Yeah, safe to say the only people benefiting from this are the miners and the manufacturers. Everyone else in between, yeah.
It's not just GPU, memory prices are going crazy as well. It's all having a knock-on effect. It's not good, not good.
You know what's ironic about memory prices, right, is they started to trickle up last year, and a lot of people are saying it's because Apple and Nintendo bought out all the memory for the Nintendo Switch and the iPhone X. That makes sense?
Yeah. Supply and demand, prices go up.
That, with the mining craze, it's just like, yeah, we can't get any GPUs anywhere. We can't get none. It's not good. Yeah. How do you feel about Drake? Do you care? Do you not care? Are you a miner? Are you mining? We want to know.
You're mining right now.
Yeah. He's cloud mining off the processing power of our streams.
Should we get silent spinning cool?
That would be handy, yeah. That would be very handy. Okay, we don't have him on because we don't have Slack on this computer.
We need something else here, don't we?
We really do.
We might just share it across the radio chemical.
Yeah. Radu,
What?
are you busy?
Yeah, I'm working.
You consider this part of your work for the next 2 minutes, please? Could you ask Silas to give Joshua Garden a call and tell him we're on the street? Thank you very much. Drake says no. In fact, I was just about to get into PC gaming and the whole mining situation jacked up the prices.
Unlucky, bad timing to try and get into.
Very bad timing. It's a sick, cruel world we live in when it's cheaper to buy a pre-built PC than it is to build your own.
What's the order number?
Order number is right here for you. I don't want to say it on the stream. We have miners in there afterwards.
What?
Rupert Kerry says to Drake, I'm sure Dino will hook you up. Well, with that being said, you know, pre-built systems are cheaper and easier to get a graphics card now than buying them standalone. So technically, yeah, we are hooking you up. Thank you, my good friend. Thank you so much.
Right, it shouldn't be long before we start the build now, guys.
If you guys just want to send us some questions, whether it's tech, gaming, anything related.
It's a good time to do that.
Yeah.
I'm not distracted by building.
As well as what you guys have planned for the weekend. What are you playing this weekend? Crumble84 says hi guys.
Hey!
Joshua Garden says hi.
Joshua's
That's
turned
my
up.
PC.
Right, here's all your
You know
components
what's
now.
ironic is The moment we requested that to get Joshua going on the screen, he turned up. I question if that's the real Joshua.
You oh, you've got a point.
I question if that's the real Joshua.
Prove
Name's
yourself.
spelled exactly the same. Prove it to us.
Prove yourself, Joshua. Don't want to build for the wrong
We
person.
have a fake Drake here.
Got a fake Drake, might have a fake Joshua.
No, I believe him. Let's begin.
Let's begin.
And we are live, finally. We are
Right,
live.
let's go. Let's start getting things on this motherboard.
So just to reiterate, we have the system specifications listed in the bottom left corner of the screen.
Yeah, I'll just go through them now, just so you guys can see. We've got the i5-7500, lovely CPU, Asus H110M-R motherboard, Coolmaster Hyper 103 cooler, a Asus GTX 1050 Ti, terabyte hard drive, and 8 gig of crucial RAM with a 500 watt power supply. In the what's this case called again?
This is the Aerocool Project 7 Pro with tempered glass.
Tempered glass and
It's a revision
RGB.
of the prior model.
Alright, let's get going, guys.
Drake, for your question about US, not at the moment, no. We are UK based only. UK mainland. Hey Jacko, good for you to join us again on the stream. Joshua Garden, if you do have any questions regarding your build, do let us know.
I might be asking you one or two questions during the build about future upgrades and things like that, just to get it the best possible we can for you.
I have a question actually, Joshua. What made you go for this build in particular? The Project 7 Pro case was recently released. Was that the main attraction? Was it the graphics card? What are your plans for this build? What are you doing? Do let us know. Dude, does it ever feel like, right, and you can apply this to any social situation, whether it's a party or a rave or just being social, the more people there is, the more your energy rises.
Oh yeah, it's a social thing,
Yeah,
isn't it?
there was like 2 people here before, including Norzabot and a FIFA subscriber, who just wanted more people to join his channel, not us. And it was very low, the band was low.
So
More people were here.
we've got a long
Joshua's here.
setup back.
On an RGB scale of 1 to 10, I'm a 6 right now.
It's got a decent amount of RGB in here.
Jake Cox says, yo, that's my mate's PC.
Hey, get all the friendship group in here to watch.
Joshua, do you know Jake Cox?
I've fitted a few of these 103s on stream now. I'm sure some of you know just how awkward they can be.
Do you care to give a quick update?
Update on.
How awkward they can be?
I'll take you guys through it now. It's one of the more awkward mounting systems the Coolmaster have. It takes 3 or 4 parts to actually get it all together. You've got screw, little plastic washer, goes through there. Like I said, it always helps to have 3 hands to mount these coolers. This has to third hand has appeared. This goes through the motherboard, through the back plate, and then gets screwed on.
It's worth bearing in mind, not every CPU cooler mounting system is like this. Some don't have any backplate, some are much more simpler.
Yeah, the stock ones just click through and they're done, take 5 seconds. This is probably one of the more awkward ones there is.
I find with a lot of the more awkward ones, it's a case of more compatibility.
Yeah,
That's,
it's more
that's what it boils down to. But
It's
it
more
can be irritating.
more secure as well. There's no way this is ever coming off and screwed on rather than click.
Our famous Drake says, "Yo, that's my dog's friend's PC." Wow.
Does everyone know Josh Reed?
Wow. Site 15 says hello. He's just joined the chat. Our usual locals ain't here. Someone is missing. Do you know who?
There's a couple, isn't there?
Yeah, someone is missing. Dubstep King is not here. Nitro Music is not here. Where's Nitro Music? He's like our number one. He's always here for the pre-show. Gets his pre-orders.
Here we go. That's the back plate mounted now.
And what RAM are you using for this build?
RAM, we've got 8 gig of Crucial RAM at 2400 megahertz.
DDR4 single DIMM. And this motherboard, 402 slots.
Two slots, you can always upgrade in the future. 16 would be an easy upgrade, just put another 8 in there.
Nice.
Prep this cooler now.
Just a quick update to you guys. As many have been asking and requesting since we first started live streaming, if we're doing a PC giveaway. Now is the time. We are giving away a AMD Ryzen powered PC.
Oh wow!
Partnered with Asus and Corsair. It would be in the new Corsair Carbide spec Omega chassis with tempered glass with red styling and a GTX 1060.
Oh wow! I'm looking forward to that one. Do you know when?
Yeah, the competition is live right now. It's running right up until Velntines Day, a few days over. And head to our Twitter page to enter. Dino PC UK on Twitter. There's a lot of people talking about marriage on here. Like, love is really in the air for this PC. Like, there's one guy saying, this is going to be for myself, I'm greedy. There's another woman who's saying, this is perfect for my husband.
Oh wow!
And it's like, people are getting really lovey-dovey.
It's a Valentine's Day giveaway.
It's actually amazing.
Do you reckon we could get that one done on stream?
That would be awesome.
That would be pretty cool. Maybe one of you guys could win it.
Ellen Darlington says, would make a lovely 41st wedding anniversary present for my husband Stephen. Nice. Nice. Chris Ellis says, he directly retweets this towards his girlfriend or possibly his wife. Can this get you into gaming? Question mark. Matthews TV says, this would make my girlfriend a very happy girl. And more importantly, save my behind. And to top it off, Craig Heselwood says, this would be an awesome present for myself.
Yeah, that's more like it. Get it for yourself, guys.
That's a more realistic take on the situation.
Alright, let's make our way over to this case. Go. Plenty of cables in here to sort out. Every one of these fans at the front have got 2 separate cables coming off them, one for the RGB, one for the fan itself. Got a nice little fan hub here that deals with the RGB and all the fan powers.
Very, very handy.
Very handy. It plugs in using USB 2 header to the motherboard. This motherboard, 1, 2 in there. Yeah, no incompatibilities at all. That's great.
That CPU cooler, the Hyper 103, that's got a blue fan, right?
It does have a blue LED fan on the front, yes.
So while not totally RGB, it's still in line with the system.
You set all the fans to blue if you want, have a blue build.
To add to that, Francis Chan has entered the chat. He says RGB height.
Yes.
There's a big question mark.
RGB everywhere. Right.
Crumble 84 says, I used up my 6 entries already, got my fingers crossed. That's funny competition. Very excited.
Is Joshua still in the chat?
Joshua is here, Joshua is silent.
Joshua, I might have the first question for you here. This fan controller can be mounted in one of these 2.5 trays quite nicely, but that does mean you'll only upgrade to one SSD in the future. Would this be okay for you? Would you prefer this somewhere else, or are you only going to need one SSD in the future? Let us know. I'll get that done for you.
Drake is very funny. He says RGB can fix a broken marriage. It can. It will, no pun intended, light up your love life. Yeah. Crumble 84 says, I'm looking to buy one of your Primal Light Intel gaming packages in the near future. How easy is it for a novice such as myself to upgrade components in the future?
Should be fairly simple.
Simple. It depends what it is really.
Yeah, usually the thing most people upgrade is graphics cards, and they're very easy. You'll see towards the end of the screen how easy it is to put a GPU in. CPU can be a bit more complicated, especially if it's got a cooler on it, because you've got to take the cooler off first. But what most people upgrade is RAM and GPU. And
if anything, RAM would be the easiest thing to upgrade.
Yeah,
literally 2 clicks
there,
or another one.
in, and you're done. You're upgraded.
I mean, you could apply the same thing to storage, as long as you have extra hard drive base, pop one in, plug in a SATA cable and a power cable, you're good to go. And that's one of the best things about modern PC cases. They won't cut your fingers open when you open the door in them. Yeah.
Now, all nice and
open space, easy to work.
all nice and rolled metal, all high quality. It's very nice.
Functionality and looks.
Any news from Joshua?
No, not yet.
Right. I'll put it in here for now. But if you come back to the chat and you do need that second SSD upgrade, I can move it. It's no problem. It's not the easiest case to build in for beginners, I must admit, because we've got all of this to sort out. But it's not too bad at all. It's a nice basement in here. There's plenty of room for cable management.
That's life hacks 101. If you can't manage your cables, get a case of a basement. You don't need to manage them.
Makes it a lot easier. A lot easier.
Dan Hammond, welcome to the chat. It's a brilliant entrance, but I can't repeat that for the purposes of this live stream. But welcome.
There we go.
I actually think it looks perfectly fine mounted where it is, where you put it.
Yeah, it's the place I usually mount them.
Drake gives a thumbs up to your skills though.
Hey, thank you, Drake. That's what I want.
Oh, Noisebox, do let us know how Monster Hunter is going. I believe that was the last game you were streaming where you mentioned us. You know, good question, Drake. That is a very good question.
What have we got?
Oh, no, just in general about the chat. It's very dire today. It's, yeah, almost zombie apocalypse today, compared to last week at least.
It's Friday. People are.
Friday, maybe people are tired, I guess. Long week. Who knows? We do appreciate that though. He says it's very entertaining.
Oh, thank you very much. Nice feature the Aerocool have made on here is all these fans at the front can be daisy chained on the RGB, so you don't need separate controllers for every single one. You just plug them into each other. Very useful.
I have something interesting to show the chat actually.
Mm-hmm.
Console modding company, they make custom controllers, gamepad skins for consoles and PC cases. They're called Extreme Consoles. They made us a gamepad, Xbox gamepad. It's just a concept right now, but thinking we may have to get it. It's that awesome. We're gonna show it on stream.
Oh, brilliant.
And that's what it looks like. Let us know what you guys think of the controller. We may have to pick this one up because it's so epic. Down a PC written all over it. Drake says that is cool. It is. Big shout out to Extreme Consoles. They are ridiculously talented. Ridiculous, man. That controller's epic. It does, don't it crumble? Crumble 84 says it looks sweet. It looks awesome. Look here, massive T-Rex on it. We should pick that up, definitely. Tilt the camera up just a touch.
Up a touch, okay.
That's right.
There we go. My plan is to get all these cables sorted and out of the way before I even put anything more into this case.
Look at your junction.
Yeah, try and get it sorted before it gets too messy. I need PWM cable, I need the USB cable.
Crumble 84, yeah, like that controller is awesome. I'm sure your youngest kids would smash up or take it away from you. You'll never see it again. Yeah, it's worth checking out Extreme Consoles on Twitter. They post pictures of their controllers all the time. Like, their stuff is really, really good. You can even submit your own custom designs as well, so worth looking for. Drake says their cable management is really, really good. Alfonso Play says, I don't know how to build a PC. I'm looking to get one in 2 to 3 months. Alfonso, if you like what you see here, then head over to downatpc.com.
Build you one on stream as well if you want.
This build is for a customer of ours called Joshua, who's in the chat right now, and he has requested the Primal GS7 with the brand new Project 7 RGB chassis with tempered glass, and it's awesome.
That's fine. USB 2 can reach. I need a bit more length on that.
Alfonso Place has a question.
Yes.
You could help here as well. His money cap, his budget is £700.
Okay.
Like down at PC, what do you recommend?
What do you recommend? Or what's the price of this build right here?
The price of this is 702. 702.
That's pretty perfect, wasn't it?
702 Alfonso.
Well, if you like RGB and you like this case, this looks perfect for you.
And right now the case looks very, very bare bones. But when it's finished, it looks awesome.
You'll get somewhere, don't worry.
It actually looks really, really good. Yeah, that kind of set right in the head. Thank you, Drake. We really appreciate that. All of their products, in my opinion, are really, really good. Thank you. Alfonso, I'll leave a link to this system in the chat for you. You'll have to cut and paste that if it don't work because of YouTube. Many issues. But yeah, that's this system configured with a different case. This one in particular has the Project 7 by Air Record.
Remember.
George, yes, this PC can run games like Overwatch. Very, very easy.
Yeah.
GTX 1050 Ti and a Intel Core i5-7500 processor.
There's no games that this PC couldn't run.
Range I, I'm not even going to attempt to counteract that statement. That's your opinion. It's funny. I'm not sure I agree here. Bias. But Georgia, Overwatch, ran it perfectly fine.
The only problem with this, it's a very nice sort of idea. The USB 2 cable isn't very long, and on this motherboard it's right about here where the USB 2 plugs in. So as you can see, just about reaches, so we shouldn't have any problems there.
Great. Will we branch out to the US? We had this question last week, if we'll be starting another HQ over there, another base. Not for the time being, no. Right now we are strictly UK based only, UK mainland. Maybe one day we'll be in the US, can't speak for now. You know what's ironic is that I'm pretty sure there's more e-tailers in the US than there is the UK.
Probably, yeah.
They have one. I mean, system builders in particular, right? Origin PC, for example, they're massive. There's loads over there. Jacko says, I want to start a PC building company. Go for it. Go for it.
Probably not the best time right now with all the prices, but
yeah. If you can get RAM and graphics cards like on the cheap and side ideals, then go for it. You'll make a lot of money. Range Eye has shared his build with us. He has an i7-7700K, a GTX 1080, and a H80 water cooler.
nice build.
He didn't specify his case, that would be very handy.
Did you build it yourself?
I believe he did.
Yeah, custom build, nice.
16 gigabytes of Corsair Vengeance RAM and NZXT Hue. George, is PC building easy enough? It can be. It can be. It's a bit like complicated Lego.
Yeah, depending on sort of the spec you've got, when the difference between like mounting a Intel stock cooler and like a H100 water cooler is completely different.
Yeah.
It can be very difficult or it can be very easy
It
depending
really
on
depends on your components.
your build. Yeah.
George, if you're looking to build your first PC, my advice would be to do so on a relatively low budget. Just so you're familiar with the components and you don't break anything. Difficult enough to do in itself, but it can happen, you never know.
I think we had someone in last stream, the stream before, that built their own first computer with a Ryzen 5 or a Ryzen 7 and ended up breaking the processor.
Yeah, how do you break a processor?
So there are some risks to it.
No risks.
But it's whether you feel confident enough.
That's right. That's a very nice case you got there, by the way. 340S MIDI. Nice. Very, very nice. I have a question for you and the chat, right?
Yes.
We have a lot of monitors around here, as in hundreds, right? And so many of them have so many different types of cables pointing. Everyone has their own preference, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you prefer? Because I say VGA cables should be extinct. Every one of them thrown into a scrap heap and burned.
Yeah, I
Burned to
wouldn't.
ash.
I wouldn't have a problem with that.
I have a problem with DVI cables now too.
Okay.
And I'm starting to dislike DisplayPort cables now as well.
Wow, DisplayPort, why?
Because it has a lock on it. It has a lock on it. I like the HDMI cable because it's finally caught up in terms of spec to the DisplayPort cable, and it just plugs in. It's not like USB or a SCART lead or a VGA. It's fitted with it. You can put it blindfolded. What's your preferred cable?
I've been through a few actually. At the point I got did my first build with I got a 144Hz monitor. There was no HDMI protocol that could handle 144Hz, so it had to be DVI-D, I think, dual link DVI-D.
That's right. See, that I understand.
So that was good for its time, but then HDMI caught up to that and DVI caught up again. Now I think it's HDMI 2 or something like that. That's catching up with like the 4K and the high refresh rate. So
and HDR.
It's maybe HDMI. It's between HDMI and DVI. To see what they do next.
And this is the problem with custom PCs. And everyone says it's great because we have choice. We can use whatever we want. But here's the thing: it's like there's no standard. There's not one standard.
It's too much choice.
Ideally, it would just be HDMI. That's it. Nothing else. Really don't like DVI cables. Really despise them.
DisplayPort over things like Thunderbolt 3 and USB Type-C though, that's really cool. Like you can like daisy chain monitors using USB connectors and stuff through DisplayPort.
We can daisy chain through HDMI. I'll be very, very happy.
I'm sure it's coming at some point.
George says, does it have an SSD? I believe so.
No, it's just a terabyte hard drive for this build.
Terabyte hard drive. George, the specifications for this PC is in the bottom left corner of the screen. It is a Seagate Barracuda 1 terabyte hard drive. As Rain Drive followed up with an SSD, they can make your build go very, very fast. Yep, they can turn boot times from 50 seconds to 10 seconds.
Yeah.
In some cases 5 seconds.
Yeah, I always recommend them, but I don't know, it's just added onto the budget, and you can have a PC functional without them. Your gaming performance won't be affected by an SSD.
Yeah, that's what I specified.
So if you don't mind the slightly longer boot time and slightly slower system speed, then you don't need an SSD. But I always recommend them.
Yeah, if you can stretch it, or you can get rid of something else, or reduce the budget of another component, get the SSD. Get the SSD. Jake Cox wants to know our preferences for air cooling or water cooling.
Ooh, it's a good question. I think I am air cooling. It's less to go wrong. I've got a H100 in my build, and I've had to send it back once because the pump failed. There's just a lot more components that can go wrong in water cooling. With air, it's metal and a fan. Not much can go wrong.
See, here's where I slightly agree and disagree with you.
Mm-hmm.
Water cooling, as you said, certain things can go wrong, but they're easier to install. Like comparing the bracket of the Hyper 103 just installed to say a Corsair H60.
Okay.
The water cooler is much easier to install.
It depends on the case. Some cases, mounting it on the back, top, front, it can be an absolute nightmare. Where you don't.
flexing and routing tubes, you have to bend them to reach a certain point in the case. That again. But in terms of to the motherboard,
Okay, yeah.
screws.
It's easier on this side, yeah. Water cooling.
That means that I don't actually believe either one is better in terms of performance.
They're very close. They're
very
neck and neck.
close. Because once you get into the realm of £80 air coolers, it's like, okay, it's rock solid.
Yeah.
Notcher stuff.
So the
This
Notcher,
stuff
like
is awesome.
NH15s, I think, the big dual tower ones.
Yeah, those massive air coolers easily compete with water coolers.
They're as good as any closed loop water cooling system.
I mean, when it gets to custom liquid cooling, where you're cutting your own tubes, filling your own liquid,
Yeah.
all that jazz, then it's like, okay, justified. No air cooler will compete with. But closed loop, nah. No.
There comes a lot of things, comes down to what you like the look of, really.
Yeah.
I personally feel water coolers look better, but like I said, there's more that can go wrong with them in the future.
With that, I think water coolers have got really, really boring now.
Really?
They've got really
Getting tired of them.
They all look the same. They all have the same rubber tubes, the same radiator. It's a bit stagnant for innovation. Air coolers, at least some of them look cool. Some of them look ridiculously cool.
A lot of companies come out with really nice shrouds on them at the moment, aren't they?
Exactly.
Really nice designs.
MSI has some pretty cool air coolers. Not sure, they keep changing everything on theirs. Cooler Master, there's some amazing air coolers. But water coolers are pretty much all the same now. There's not much to them. Jake Cox says, I would probably stick with air then. Jake, what air cooler do you have? Let us know.
What are your options at the moment? What are you deciding between?
Yeah. And what processor you're running? That was hard.
And if
my
you're
my favourite air cooler, I mentioned this in our last stream, is the Cooler Master V8 GTS. That is an awesome air cooler. It looks like a car engine. I'm pretty sure they modelled it after one.
It's a bit of fun, isn't it? It's different.
Yeah, and it looks awesome. Like, if you guys have never been interested in air cooling, take a look at that. The Cooler Master V8 GTS. You'll want it straight away. It's awesome. But that's the thing, right? With water cooling and air cooling, the first thing people look at is their CPU, their processor. But your graphics card runs a lot hotter. And people happily leave an air cooler on that.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, CPU H100, but yeah, but your graphics card is running way hotter.
Yeah, it might be like a stock blower cooler from
You may want to
NVIDIA.
buy a closed loop water cooler for that before you do for the CPU. Food for thought, right? Corsair have very nice air coolers. Jezzy has arrived. How much do we love you? Not much.
Yeah, that much.
On a scale of 1 to 10 RGB.
Here we go.
Okay, welcome to the chat, Jesse. Ranger Eye says, do you do i9s?
We do, I believe. I've seen a few lying around.
We do i9s, i7s, i5s, i3s, Pentiums, all the I's. We do them. Jake Cox says, at the moment I'm just using case fans. But in the future, I may decide to add air.
What?
Yeah, to his cooler.
Okay.
To his CPU. His graphics card also has 2 fans. What GPU do you have, Jake? What do you want to know? Phantom Pat is back and he's welcoming everyone to your amazing cable management.
Cable management show has begun.
Yeah. Range Eye wants to know the Corsair H60 only has 1 pump. That's correct. All closed loop coolers have 1 pump. They're all built in. This beats the usual conversation of Bitcoin mining and everyone getting mad.
I know no one's mentioned the Bitcoin yet.
Oh, damn, what have I done?
You've done it, you've done it.
You've done it. Okay, here's my question, right? And I'm going to put a Twitter poll. Not now, maybe after the stream, maybe Monday, who knows, I'm tired. In a hypothetical universe where graphics cards do exist and the Bitcoin apocalypse didn't happen, what graphics card would you like be buying? I really want to know, because everyone's complaining, but no one's saying, man, I would have bought this if you bought this.
I can't buy what I was planning to buy.
Yeah, but I don't know what people were planning to buy.
So you know, they're actually looking for a graphics card right
I
now.
don't hear much of AMD's RX Radeon 56 and 64.
There's not many about, is there, to be
Exactly.
honest?
I mean, I don't hear anybody mentioning maybe I should just SLI my RX 58. So what would you be upgrading to if the Bitcoin apocalypse didn't happen? I'm curious. If anything, people would just be saying, I'm not upgrading, I'm waiting for Nvidia to announce their stuff this year. I think it's still conversational talk. Nobody wants to upgrade.
Yeah, I don't need to upgrade right now. I'm fine
I'm
with my
still on
card.
two 980 Ti's.
That'll not do you for a while.
I actually have no intention of upgrading. My 980 Ti's are ridiculously fast. And they're cramped and overheating and filled with water. but they work. When are you getting Ryzen APUs in? We are getting them in on what is it? Monday. Yeah. Monday. I believe we're getting them in then.
I've seen a
The
few
new Ryzen
reviews.
APUs are awesome. I was having brief words with AMD about it. They are pretty awesome.
We'd get our hands on them, see how they actually perform.
You know, if anything, APUs interest me the most out of graphics cards and processors.
They're interesting, aren't they?
They interest me more than discrete graphics cards. It's like you're putting both chips onto one piece. That's awesome. That's awesome. I mean, a lot of people despise them because it's like, oh, that's just what the game consoles use, or that's for weak games. I'm a real man. I need dedicated graphics, and it's like, yeah, but the technology is quite innovative, you know.
I think some people don't realise that other people do have budgets.
Yeah, that's
So-
another thing. Other people do have budgets. Not everyone can afford an RX 570 or 1080 or whatever it is. You know? So APUs, they do have their purposes, and as AMD said the other day, for the masses, which, you know, that does make a lot of sense. Joshua Garden wants to know, does this PC come with an exhaust fan? Yes, it does. Jared, if you would kindly point your head to it, please.
Here we go.
To the right.
To the right.
There you go.
There
That's
we
the
go.
exhaust fan.
120mm exhaust fan at the back.
At the top of the case, you can mount two more if
Yeah.
you wish to.
And up to a 240mm radiator in the top as well.
Worth noting that one does the job. And that has 3 intake fans. RGB. Range Drive wants to know, what's your opinion on G-Skill 16GB of RAM? G-Skill are a very, very good manufacturer when it comes to RAM. They do a lot of the stuff for the high performance esports RAM as well, for those kind of builds. Very reliable, very, very fast. And as far as I know, they have the fastest overclock RAM at the moment. They announced it the other day.
Oh, they've got the record now.
Yeah, it's at 4 point something thousand megahertz. Yeah.
Silly
It's
speeds.
approaching 5 gigahertz in speed, like it's ridiculously fast. And that's DDR4, so yeah. Opinion on G-Skill, they're amazing. Yeah, go for it.
I've always had Corsair in my build, but I've nothing against G-Skill at all.
I have too many PCs. I have too many PCs and too much spare junk. I had a few G-Skill RAM. Most of my stuff is Corsair. Right now, my current build with the 980 Ti, as I mentioned, I have 16 gigs of G-Skill in there, yeah. Also have Crucial Ballistics, that's quite good as well. Crucial
Everything.
RAM is in this build, worth pointing out. 8 gigabytes of Crucial RAM. George says, I used to run Team Fortress 2 on a £140 laptop. Team Fortress 2 were running just about anything.
They really made that game well.
Not discouraging the game, it means it's pretty well optimized, despite being simple in visuals, but yeah, that'll run in anything. If you're a PC gamer and that's all you play, your wallet is pretty happy right now.
Yeah.
Fat Lions, that is such a cool name. Got a GTX 760 and a AMD CPU. There was insult to the AMD CPU before that, but I can't mention it.
No.
Yeah. He says his CPU is bottlenecking.
Do you know what CPU it is? Is it one of the old FX ones or?
He says, I don't know, it's a 4-core AMD Athlon 3.
Ah.
Question mark to be gigahertz. Yeah, that's quite old since he's saying Athlon.
Yeah, that will be
Pretty old.
bottlenecking you. That looks like your next upgrade path right there.
I mean, the GTX 760 is old, but it's only old in PC Master Race land.
Mm.
You know, in the real world, it's not an old graphics
Still a
card.
fine graphics card to use.
That's 1050 levels, unless I'm not correct on that. It's like a GTX 1050.
Yeah, I'd say somewhere in between like a 1050 and a 1030, closer to the 1050.
So if you were to get a better CPU, maybe AMD Ryzen 3, that would suit you fine. Jersey also held mine in the chat, well done. George says, how can consoles run the same games as PC but are like 1/3 the price? It doesn't make sense. Okay, this this is where I'm going to get very technical. Actually, we'll try to simplify, right?
Yeah.
Console manufacturers, right? When they buy their components for their consoles, that are common consoles, Xbox One X, PS4 Pro, blah blah blah, they buy stuff in bulk at a reduced rate. So when it comes to the consoles actually being manufactured and built in the factory and such, all the prices are taken care of. It's worth pointing out that consoles are usually built and sold at a loss. With past consoles, that was always the case. So example would be PlayStation 3, right? They manufactured that with, I believe it was Nvidia and Toshiba and a few more people. It cost around, rumours are, £800 to £900. Yet the launch price for consumers was around £500 to £600. And they aim to make up their sales by selling software to recuperate the cost of the console. Whereas you compare it to a custom PC, you're buying everything yourself. There's no bulk discount, there's no nothing, no manufacturing costs to weigh it off. That's why it costs more.
So when you start looking at game prices, then you'll realise where they actually make their money.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the game prices, say, insert game here, Witcher 3, on Xbox or PlayStation 4, it may cost £50, $60, when PC, you know, you could pick up on Steam for 35 to 45. You know, there's a console tax.
I sat down one day. I used to have an Xbox 360, played it for a few years, and I sat down and actually worked out how much I spent on Xbox Live and the Xbox games, and it's way more than the Xbox itself.
Yeah, I mean, it's
more than
worth
my custom
noting
gaming
that,
PC.
Yeah, exactly, as you just said then. It's worth noting that, you know, you could buy a new console, say the Xbox One X, £450, not to discourage the Xbox, it's £450. You buy a subscription for 1 year, which is around £40 to £50. Your games cost £50 to £60 at a time. You know, do the math after, say, 4 years. Say you buy 5 games a year, plus the price of the console. PC gaming is cheaper. It's a lot cheaper. You don't pay for online. Your games are near half the price. They're like 1/3 of the price when Steam has their sales, and it's like, yeah, it all makes sense. Yeah, that's the difference between price and all that. Fat Lion says, my friend bought a PC from you. I might buy one for like £800. Jezzy follows up with, PC is better! Exclamation marks. Thanks for the shout out, Jezzy. I appreciate that. Saying to all his fans, buy from Dino.
Yay, thank you, Jersey.
We really appreciate that. Oh man, and I knew this was coming. George says, PC gamers hate console gamers, don't they? No, that's not true. That's really not true.
I think it's a bit overblown, the whole the war between PC and console.
The whole PC Master Race thing, it really only exists on Twitter.
Yeah.
In real life, I think a lot of PC gamers are hypocrites. It's just online they can wear a red cape and be a superhero. And, you know, ego complex.
Yes, it's a bit of fun, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's all fun, you know? There's nothing wrong with a game console.
We're all gamers at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Who cares what you play?
I mean, it's worth noting that, you know, a lot of us here play consoles. You know, I have a PS4 Pro, don't have an Xbox, it's rubbish, but I have the PlayStations, a couple of the Nintendos, the Segas. And I'm having more fun in Crash Bandicoot on PS4 than anything else right now, so yeah. Can't hate consoles.
I
Can't
used to
hate them.
love Crash Bandicoot.
I love Crash Bandicoot.
PS1, was it, or PS2 I think Crash Bandicoot is.
I idolized Crash Bandicoot as a kid. That explains a lot, but he was awesome.
The Wrath of Cortex, I remember that game. Spent many hours on that.
Jezzy follows up with, I have an Xbox One and PC, I just love gaming. See, this is why I can't agree with you. Because why do you have an Xbox if you have a PC? Think about that. Isn't every game on Xbox available on PC? And some of them are free. Killer Instinct is free, Forza is free. Yeah, the Xbox is kind of X-relevant.
X-boned.
Bias towards PS4. Oh, there we go. The Primal GS7 into a gaming PC. Does it run PUBG? Yes, it can run PUBG, Fat Lion, it can. Given the nature of PUBG and its optimization, I would not recommend ultra settings 4K or anything of the sort. But yeah, it can run PUBG. Ravishi says, oh, okay, he's put an eye on it, it's Ravish, okay, I just tuned in. How much does all of that cost, include the software? This build costs £702. These specs are listed in the bottom left corner of the screen. Yep, it does. Jezzy says, it's so pretty. Thank you. Fat Lion says, yeah. Only want to play comp settings. Well, what is comp settings? Do you know?
I don't know what that is now.
PUBG. Comp settings.
I do not. No, I don't play PUBG myself.
Dan Hammond says, do you game yourselves? Yes, we do. We just mentioned I'm currently playing Crash Bandicoot on PS4.
Of course we do.
Jarrad is currently playing.
Not much at the moment, but when I can, CS:GO or World of Tanks.
CS:GO or World of Tanks. Vander Pat says, I don't know why, but I can't just get enough of Jarrad's cable management. Drooling everywhere.
It's good fun doing it, so I'm glad you guys enjoy watching.
Fat Lion is funny. He puts it on low graphics settings so he can see people in the grass.
Oh.
So when everyone is running the game on ultra settings and they have all the grass detail and the foliage, he's on low settings, but the game's not rendering it, so he can just see straight through to everyone.
I'm guessing comp is competitive settings.
Competitive.
You play like the pros do, on absolute minimum settings.
Ray Wright, you are funny. I'm removing your comment. We will stand for that here, sorry. Bye bye. Yeah, but that is funny. Yeah. Fat Lion, that is funny. Oh no, apparently that's been patched out. Jake says, I hear it's good for practicing on FPS shooters. That's for CS:GO.
Yep, CS:GO is a very, very simple shooter. Nothing fancy about it, it's just so good you are at aiming. Not flying around jumping off walls with jetpacks or anything.
Ooh, triggered Call of Duty.
So to get that insult in there.
Jersey said PUBG is pretty well optimized, man. I think there's a difference between optimized and working. Which one is it? So any game can work at low settings.
As soon as motorbikes stop flipping whilst you're driving in a straight line, then I'll call it optimized.
Yeah. Yeah. Someone here just said PUBG is the best. I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
We have a few fans.
Is it the best?
No, everyone's saying it's the best. I disagree. Jarrad disagrees. The chat disagrees.
You didn't play?
Of course not. I'm playing Crash Bandicoot.
Go play Minecraft.
I'm playing Crash Bandicoot. I play games for men.
Go back to Minecraft.
Dan Hammond says Fortnite is the worst game in existence.
Damn.
Wow, triggered.
Oh, ruffle some jimmies right there.
Ravish says, I have the coolest system. Yeah, the case on my PC made it impossible to attach it. I had to take everything apart. He's referring to the back of the motherboard tray.
The back of the motherboard tray?
It's not like this.
Oh, okay,
I hate
yeah.
cases like that, yeah.
Usually,
what case is it, by the way? Let us know.
it's usually either older or lower end cases don't have the cutout at the back.
Yeah, older cases. I mean, even some of the lower end cases, it's just enormous.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, just cut a big hole in it when you're finished making the case. Not hard.
It's not like it costs that much, does it?
I didn't think it would be, I don't know, a penny cheaper not to put it in. Another quick update, guys. If you want to win a Dino PC gaming mouse mat, follow Nerd Rage Pro on Twitter. Join into the Discord chat where there'll be gaming, streaming, chatting and whatnot, and you can win a mouse mat. There's 5 to win. And they look like this. You guys can see it? Yeah.
Get the big cam if you want.
Jared?
There we go.
That is the Dino PC gaming mouse mat. Follow Nerd Rage Pro on Twitter. They're an esports team, competitive gaming, sponsored by us, Dino PC. Dan Hammond, that is great news. We look forward to that. He says, I'm going to be ordering a PC from you guys in March or April.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Do you want it built on stream?
Yeah, Dan Hammond, when you do, if you buy from us during that time, you can request to have it built on stream, as we're doing right now for Joshua Garden, who's in the chat also. We'll build it on the stream and we can take more questions from you. Ravish says, the case, it was a Sharkoon T9. Ooh, those case, I remember those. I remember those, the Sharkoon cases. What happened to those guys?
I
I haven't
guess
seen the case for in years.
people got too annoyed they weren't putting motherboard cutouts in their cases.
BB3 Games, the PC we're building, it costs £702 and the specs on the bottom right corner. The Sharkoon's cases, they were pretty stylish back in the day. Some of the exterior designs were, they were alright, I'll give them that.
They're quite bold.
Yeah, I mean,
Brave.
yeah, brave, that's the word. That was when the gamer-esque attitude thing was
Oh yeah.
before tempered glass and clean interiors and power supply basements. So everything was just gamer. Everything had sharp edges and
Black and
inverted
red.
motherboards and red and black everywhere. No cable management, cut your fingers, the gamer stuff, you know. And the Sharkoon, I'd like to see them come back as soon as they can come back. The Bumster says hi, hello, how you doing? Grimmy Jack says hello, how you doing, Jack? Fat Lion Scott says, do you guys do, I love his name, Fat Lion Scott. Alright. He says, do you guys do this full time? Yeah, me and Jared, we stream 3 times a week, so Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 3 o'clock UK time. The builds that we do on stream are customer orders, and they request to have them built on stream.
So if you're looking to get a computer built, or you know someone that is, send them our way. We can do it live for them on stream.
Yep. You know, some people are going to wonder, if not wondering already, like, why do we do it on stream? I mean, the whole reason and idea behind it is to engage you guys more, so you get to see us and the effort, the time, what goes into building these systems. You know, there's passion behind it. It's not just, what's the word, a manufacturing line, you know?
Yes, it's not just assembly line with
it's not just an assembly line.
robots, and we genuinely love the things we do, so we hope you guys can see that as well.
We just want to show you guys, you know. Fat Lion Scott says yes, I'm going to most likely buy one in July. Nice.
Look forward to it.
Dude, just let us know when you order the system. Ring us, email us, and we'll build it on the stream for you. Dan Hammond says it's a complete rip-off from PUBG, referring to Fortnite.
I'd say at the beginning you were right there, but it's implemented quite a few more gameplay sort of features than PUBG has. It's got some new things to it.
I don't know. I disagree. I don't say it's a rip-off. You know why? Because in the history of video games, every video game is just a rip-off of another video game. It's like when Overwatch came out, something else came out alongside it. What was it called? I can't remember what it was. It was. I think it was by 2K Games or someone. It was so similar to Overwatch in terms of visuals, in terms of gameplay, and Overwatch just killed it. Just sheer popularity and actually being wanted and liked by gamers. You know, Overwatch killed it. I can't even remember what it's called. That's how bad it is. I mean, the game eventually went free to play to try and conjure up the audience again, but it was dead. And they played more or less exactly the same. It's just down to which game is better at the end of the day. Which one plays better.
If you make the better game, you're gonna get more popular.
Yeah.
If
anybody can remember what that game was called that was competing with Overwatch at the time, Battleborn. Thank you, Jake. Yeah, Jake Cox says Battleborn. That's the one. The thing is, some people said Battleborn was better, and it's like, well, looking at it now, no, it weren't. No, it weren't. But Overwatch is enormous. It's massive. I mean, sure, it's got Blizzard behind it, so what do you expect?
Yeah, it's got some money.
Overwatch did more in terms of trying to sell itself, and it proved it's a better game. I mean, PUBG and Fortnite is the same thing over again, except PUBG's slightly bigger, but Fortnite has established itself to where it can't be killed off.
Yeah.
Unlike Battleborn.
It's got its own audience now, not just PUBG fans.
I mean, when people say this is a rip-off of so-and-so, it's just like, well, isn't Gran Turismo and Forza a rip-off of Ridge Racer and Need for Speed and Porsche Challenge and Rage Race and whatnot? It's just like,
there's only so many concepts for games.
There's only so many concepts you can have, exactly.
PUBG was not the first battle royale where loads of people fought against each other. It won't be the last.
Isn't it just a mod from Arma 3?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it started out as
a mod. It's just a mod.
Just like Daisy, Arma 3 mod.
Daisy, just like CSGO. That started off as a mod from Half-Life.
Counter-Strike Source.
There you go. Arena shooters, yeah. Ravishi said he's more of an arena shooter kind of person. I mean, when we look back at the history of arena shooters, where they come from? Quake. Looking at for years. Only so many concepts, only so many. So, could you just move closer back into that? Turn the system back around.
Back around.
This bit here, the way they've done this cable management here, is pretty good.
Yeah, I like it.
It hides everything here, but still gives it space.
On these smaller motherboards, I'm using this cutout here more to hide more of the cables, but on the full-size ATX motherboards that end around about here, great for cables. You can come in, especially if you've got like side-facing SATA ports, things like that, you go straight through that gap. Really nice idea.
Cable management, very, very important. DB3 Games says, I'm considering buying a gaming PC, but I don't know which processor to choose. What is better, an i7 or i5? We get this a lot.
We do. My honest advice, if you're just gaming, go for the i5. Unless you've got the extra money and you just want the best you can get the i7. But if you're gaming right now, I'd say like a i5, an 8000 series i5, one of the 6 cores.
Most definitely. I mean, if you're planning on doing streaming and other activities on your PC, the extra threads on the i7 may help. It depends what it is, depends on the task and application. But as far as gaming goes, any i5 will do. And if you want to push your frames up a bit more, get a K series i5 so you can overclock it.
Yeah. I'd say spend the extra on the graphics card rather than the CPU.
Yeah. I mean, majority of people, if you take away PCMR ego, they go for i5s.
Yeah. It's the sensible choice.
Yeah,
you won't need to upgrade it for a long time, and it's good on price.
Exactly. Unless you're planning on streaming or other stuff, it's not really worth it. Lower diminishing returns, but yeah. Fat Lion Scott says, I like how you guys don't rip people off. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I mean, that's my preference. It's always been that way. I mean, I've owned a couple of AMD processors, but Intel i5s, K series, can't beat them.
Yeah.
You really can't beat them.
they're pretty much perfectly aimed for gamers, aren't they?
I mean, i7s are great, but Cream of Meme, I love your username by the way. This system is for customer Joshua Garden, who's also in the chat. It's the Primal GS7 Intel version. And the specs in the bottom left corner of the screen. MG Davis says, hey, how you doing? Joshua Garden, yep, he's responded to Cream of Meme. Joshua, what do you think of the build so far, by the way? Do you like it? Do you approve of Jarrad's excellent cable management? He's well renowned for that on this stream. His cable management skills.
We are actually almost finished here, guys.
Yeah, we're almost finished.
So if you have any questions, or Joshua, if you have any questions about the build itself, let us know. We're going to get this plugged in for you pretty soon.
Yeah, we're going to plug it in, put the amazing tempered glass panels on, you'll see how awesome the system looks. It's amazing. Oh yeah, just a quick update guys. We're running a system giveaway competition for Valentine's Day. That's powered by ASUS and Corsair. It is on our Twitter. If you follow us down in PC UK, it's our pinned tweet. If you go there, enter it through Gleam, you can win it. Has an AMD Ryzen 5 processor and an ASUS GTX 1060 graphics card with the Corsair Spec Omega gaming case. It's their new version with tempered glass. It's in a lovely black and red.
I would not mind winning that.
We'll put a couple of love hearts in it as well. Yeah. No one's kissing it though. No one's gonna kiss it.
We promise.
We promise. No kiss. We won't kiss the case. Yeah, it's pretty awesome hardware. Pretty awesome stuff. Big thanks to ASUS and Corsair for that. So I advise you guys to enter. It's going to be running up until Valentine's Day, a few days over. A lot of people have entered so far, so I advise you to do so while you can. And bonus entries if you share it with your friends. Meme says he's doing a great job in my opinion. Joshua says King Mandarin is on point.
Hey, you always try your Dino PC? Every system goes out looking like this.
Duck1002, what a name? Duck1002. What consoles did you play before the 2000s?
Before the 2000s?
How old are we? I don't have no grey hairs.
Well, I was 4 before the 2000s. So maybe the Sega Mega Drive was probably my only one back then.
Okay, I'm just going to be honest and full nerdy. I own every console since 1992.
Damn. True gamer right there.
No, I'm not. I said a cool statement. I'm not a gamer. I just like processors and plastic boxes. Ravish says, for PSUs, how many watts are optimal for gaming? I currently have got one that died on me after 5 years. It was at 750 watts.
Depends on the spec of your computer.
Yeah, it really depends on your graphics cards.
Yeah, if you can put a spec in the comments, that'd be great. We'll give you a recommendation.
Yeah. Let us know these specs on your PC, and that'd be very helpful.
The only sort of across the board advice I can give on PSUs, make sure they're 80 plus certified.
Exactly. If they have an 80 plus rating certification on them, it means they will last long. That being said, after 5 years, that's not bad. That's not bad. I'd love to know what brand it was, but that's actually not bad. I mean, most PSUs have a warranty on that for 5 years anyway.
Yeah, I've seen some 5, some Corsair ones have a 7-year warranty, I think.
GPU is a GTX 970. That's more than enough power for a 970. I have a 970. Yeah, that's more than enough power.
Oh yeah, you probably get away with a 550, 650
yeah,
for that.
But with most graphics cards and systems in general today, you probably don't need more than 500 watts for most systems. You don't. But hey, let us know what power supply you had.
Right.
Quick hack. Any tips for doing cable management?
Any tips for cable management?
Yeah.
Okay. I'd say think ahead what you're going to do. Because in here, I knew that all these cables would have to go through this hole because they're all going across this part of the motherboard. So in there you can sort of see you come down and back up. Try and use the whole length of the cable if you can. get a case for the basement. That's my biggest my biggest advice for cable management. Make sure things aren't too tight and too pulling on the motherboard. That can be quite bad if you get that one wrong. But it's all kind of practice. Your first build's gonna look like rubbish. It's not gonna look good.
Yeah.
But your second, third, fourth build, they'll get better and better and better. So just keep at it. Watch some videos of other people cable management if you really want some nice looking stuff. That's
to add to that, cable ties are your best friend.
Yeah.
Those right there. Look for lower.
Lower. Get as
Look
many as you
for
can.
mounting points on the back of your case,
Mhm.
and make sure your case has a lot of room for cable management, like a power supply basement.
Try not to bunch them up too far in one place. As you can see, it'll all fit in the back panel here. Higher.
Okay,
Here we go.
that's it.
They'll all fit in the back panel here. It's very nice if your case has got a back panel with a little bulge in it as well. Gives you a lot more extra play.
Oh, Ravish says his power supply was a Cooler Master GX Lite. It was a 700 watt.
That's a fine power supply.
Yeah.
You probably won't even need a full 700 for, was it, a 970?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would not need that.
You get away with like a 600, 650 probably, or if you did want the upgrade room, then a 700, 750 is fine.
I'm surprised the Cooler Master power supply actually died. I mean, the thing with electronics in general is that they could die anytime, you know?
Yeah.
To put it bluntly, they could die anytime. They could die day when you buy them, or after 5 years. They could be rated for, a 10-year lifespan or die after 4. Electronics are random.
That's why they come with a warranty.
Yeah, that's why they come with warranty. Dan Pitt says hi. How you doing, Dan? Cree Mean says he's going to come to our house and hack us. Steal our PCs. Apparently, we live in Leicestershire. I don't know where it is. I don't live there.
It was a good guess.
Yeah.
You could have got us at the right one, but no.
I'm way off from there. Yeah, way off from there. Yeah, but rule of thumb for power supplies: 80 plus gold. Not gold, that's the best, but 80 plus
can.
certification. Bronze, silver, gold. As long as it's 80 plus,
Yeah.
you're good to go.
It means it's been thoroughly tested, it's efficient, it's not going to give you only 400 watts when you bought a 600 watt.
It's not gonna, turn your graphics card into a fried egg when you turn it on.
Okay, Cal, could I ask you to get the side panels for me?
Do you have a power cable?
I do not, one of them would be handy as well.
Okay. And for a brief intermission.
We're going to do a first here on stream. We're going to plug this in for you guys so you can actually see all these RGBs working. We haven't got an OS installed yet, which is how you would actually control these for the AeroCool software. So I think they cycle through all the colours as default. Hopefully we'll get to see that. We will put the tempered glass side panels on. It's a bit unusual in this case. Both sides are tempered glass, so you will be able to see through this back as well. In the case over there. Just grabbing the side panels for you now. There you go, a nice smoked tempered glass side panels.
My oh my, they look awesome.
They do. Which way up are these? So this way. And
I believe that is the
that
way.
way.
Do you know the way?
we know the way to put the side panels
Do we
on.
know the way? You don't know the way to another main, sir. Yeah.
There might be a spare up there.
One.
I do apologise, we do a very bright workshop here, so you're going to get a lot of reflections in this glass.
Yep.
Hopefully you guys will be able to see through
There's
it.
the thing with tempered glass.
Looks great in the dark, but when you've got a bright light, it kind of shines through, as you can see.
That's what I've pointed out. We have some awesome pics of this on our Instagram and on our Twitter of this case. So take a look there. That's Dino PC on Instagram. But we will power the case on for you guys, so you'll see.
That's nice and tight. Let's get the back one on.
Looking slick, yes it is. Jake, you will know when the giveaway, the winner, will be announced on Valentine's. That's when you know when the winner is. Stephen Darlington on Twitter says, "Wow, an amazing prize. I've been instructed to enter by my lovely wife. We've been married for nearly 41 years at the end of the month." Oh, that's the follow-up to the lady we mentioned before.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. They're not bots. They're serious. That's good to know. Bookie Covey says, "Ooh, PC." Joshua Garden says, "Oh my god, it looks sick. Cheers, guys. You are very welcome."
Okay, this isn't ideal.
I know. I'm
Right.
fully aware of that.
We're gonna have to put this case backwards, you guys. And then sort of peer around.
Jared, you have a camera on your head.
I've got a camera on my head. What? I've got a camera on my head? Power! Right, let's... Here we go. It looks like it's on higher. Just on purple at the moment. We'd have to install an OS before we could actually change this to be full RGB. But there we go.
Tilt your head round to the right. That's better. Now step back.
Oh my god.
Higher.
Oh,
There you go.
oh
That's
I can see that.
there you
There
go.
we go. So we've got these. These will be nice and cycling when we get them through to OS. We've got the blue fan on the 103 in there. Very nice system indeed.
It's awesome. That's a better view. There we go. Yeah, so once this is configured with the OS, all these lights will change to different colours. They'll circle through like a rainbow. And this will reflect throughout the entire case. And it's really, really nice against the smoke black tempered glass.
Very nice case.
This case is so nice. It really is.
Yeah, Miracle's done a good job on this
It's
case.
a revision of the prior case, and they made it smaller, more compact, and the tempered glass. That's amazing.
I remember when we did the one on our Instagram page. We turned all the lights off in here, and it looked so good. So
I think that's my favourite picture. That's my favourite one. Just the case adds so much to it.
Yeah.
Doing so little.
it's a great case.
It does look amazing in the dark. It really does.
Alright, do we have any last questions, guys?
Yeah. If you guys have any last questions, do let us know if this build is finished. Joshua, if you have any last questions, except when we'll be delivering it, you will get it soon, don't worry. It's been built. We'll go through a few tests, but it's complete. The build is complete. Ravish says, "I really liked what I saw. You guys are definitely a recommendation." Thank you, Ravish.
Thank you very
Appreciate
much.
that. All thumbs up from here. Shan Solos. I like the name. It's a Star Wars name.
Shan Solo.
Yeah.
It is, isn't it?
That's a nice PC. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Oh boy, I'm not going to repeat that. That's funny, but no. You can join the block party. Jake Cox says, "I enjoyed watching this build." Jake, come back to our next stream, please do.
Yeah, should have another one towards the start next week.
Yeah.
We may very well be in a little bit of a different setup next week, but
Yeah.
we'll be back.
We will be back. Yeah, so before we end this competition in T-minus 30 seconds, one last shout out. We are giving away a Valentine's Day system. That's with Asus and Corsair. You can win a gaming PC from us. It's got a GTX 1060, AMD Ryzen 5, and a Corsair Carbide Spec Omega case. You can win that. Head over to Dino PC UK on Twitter for instructions on how to win it. Competition ends around Valentine's Day. Perfect for that special someone in your life. You're a special guy or girl, or dog, or cat, because internet memes.
Or yourself.
Or yourself. Yeah, some people are they're brutally honest. They're like, yeah, I'm winning it for myself.
Sorry, love, you're not getting this. This is mine.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. I hope you all enjoyed the build, and we will see you sometime next week.
Yeah, this stream will be available to rewatch after, once YouTube has processed it.
Joshua's in the comments.
Right. And we'll take our last comment from Joshua. This is his build. Honestly, it looks so nice with the lights. Cheers, guys. You're very welcome. It will be with you soon.
Alright.
We shall see you.
See you guys next week.